Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new series. It's on Kotlin, and Kotlin is the open source project. So we will do the code review of Kotlin, and our first focus will be Kotlin Standard Library, in which we will understand how the implemented collection. Mainly, uh, in my opinion, there are prerequisites to understand the Kotlin Standard Library implementation, and in my opinion, that is three parts, three things. First, we really need to understand what is iterable interface and how that works. Second, hierarchy of the collection API, and then the extension methods. Once we are feeling comfortable with these three things, we are good to go. So first, we can see the hierarchy of these APIs. So basically, as we all know, on a JDK or on a JVM, Kotlin behind the scene is using Java collections, but they have an extra implementation. So in simple words, there is a iterable interface, and which is collection is extending that iterable, and then the list and set are extended from the collection, and then there are many other classes in between the abstract list and blah blah blah. But mainly I want to show you the hierarchy, and you need to remember this: everything is coming from the iterable. So that is the first part, collection, how the collection hierarchy works. So that is done. Now the second part is how what is iterable. So I'm not going to discuss what is iterable, where you should implement. Instead, you implement in every object class, in every class when you create, but there is no discussion around that. Only I want to show you what benefit we will get from that. So for example, I have a very simple example. So I have a class library, and inside of that I have a books, for example, and there is a list which is initialized mutable list, and these are books, book. Or maybe for now, to save time, I'm saying okay, string. So we will save the string, and I'm going to make this private so no one can access and set. So basically I'm saying okay, create an object of library, and then add some library books. So for that to add, I need to create a method add book, and I'm saying okay, name, and what we can do, books dot add, and then name. So now I can add name a, maybe I can write a loop b, c, and d. Now there is a scenario where I want to print the names. So in that case, what I need to do, I need to say okay, first get access books from the library dot books, then write a for loop book in books, and then do the print ln. So until now everything works. I can improve this maybe by using this, so it's a personal preference. Okay, but is it possible to write this code like this? Yes. And now here comes the iterable class. So in this case it's a generic, but we know we always have a string, so no issue. So now you can see there is no more compile time errors. So but still we need to implement the method iterator, and once there is an iterator, I'm not going to discuss inside of this. If you are interested, you can do Google, or maybe in later we will discuss object oriented programming and how we should implement our classes when we are using Java or Kotlin. In that series, if we make in future, then we will go deep into this. For now I'm only going to use already implement in the existing implementation of this. So now if I run this code, basically what this will do, it will take a book, uh, same like for loop, but in this case this library will return me the book as a loop. So it will return me a b c d. So that is the main theme of iterable. But the question is, our collection list, most of the all collections, the all the JDK collection APIs are extends from the iterable. And now what is the how the Kotlin is getting the benefit of that? So I will show you later. First, now I want to discuss extension method, so we can focus only on here. So extension method in Kotlin basically means if there is any class which is not in your control, like you're using a third-party library, and you think there should be a one method, so you can delegate that method, you can add that method in your code, but you can attach that with that third-party library by using extension. So if I want to make a simple example, uh, for example, I have this 1 2 3. I'm giving you very simple example, and I want to convert this to integer and then string again. So I'm saying to int to string. Can I achieve this? So basically this is a string. It means, for example, if I have this, I can see all those methods which are available in a string. I can imply here, but how I can add this method inside of a string implementation? So there is no need to go inside of the string class, because that is a part of a Java development kit. I can say string dot. So this is the syntax how to make the extension function, and then after that I'm saying do this. Inside I'm not doing anything for now, but I only want to show you. So now you can see it's working. So that is the main theme of extension function. Also, for example, I want to make a extension function, like I don't want to implement inside of that. I will say a library dot do something. So in this case, I can write inside of this, or I can say okay, fun library dot do something. Nice. And also I can make this private, so this will not be available outside. By doing this, maybe you can achieve some kind of a readability. So now this is an extension function. We already saw the hierarchy, and we already saw the iterable, how we can get the benefit. So in case of a Kotlin, or before that, I want to show you one more example of like the power of the extension function. So in case of a Java, every object extends by default from the object class. Only primitive types are not. But in case of a Kotlin, there is no primitive type. So everything which you write is extends from the any class. Any is not equivalent to object, but from the understanding perspective, you can say okay, both are kind of equal. So I'm saying okay, fun any dot hello world, and inside of this you can write anything. Now what magic we can, like, what happened now? So the magic is here. I'm writing 1 2 3 an integer, and I'm saying hello world. Okay, now I'm saying hello string, and then I'm saying hello world. Okay, now I'm saying library, so my object name is dot hello world. Okay, then what else? I can say 1.2 f dot hello world. Okay, what's next? I can say a mutable set of anything integer dot hello world, or maybe I will say string hello world. Any complex thing? Okay, I'm creating a runnable interface which is given by the Java anonymous class, and then implement method, and then I will say runnable dot hello world. Okay, then what else? I can make a lambda which is saying I will take a one integer and I will return unit, means nothing. And I created this, and I'm saying okay, lambda dot hello world. Okay, then I can create a one anonymous function fun, which is taking nothing and returning nothing, and then I'm saying f dot hello world. So now I hope you understand the power of a extension function f dot hello world. And why? Because any is a base class of everything. And if I create a nothing, I'm not sure about this because I never tried, but I'm trying now. I don't think so I can create an object. What about the unit? Unit is the extension function, the singleton, like this, but still I can call the hello world on that. And what about the nothing? So what is nothing? Nothing is a private, so that's why I can't do anything. But still, now you can see the power of this. So I will show you why I showed you this in a next video. So only summarizing hierarchy, we know in collection in a JDK, all our list, array list, linked hash, linked list set, they are all extended some at some point from the iterable. And then Kotlin used this extension method power to give us thousands, or not thousands, maybe hundreds of methods. Then we saw iterable, what is the basically concept of iterable, and then we created our own library to see how we can achieve what we can achieve by using this iterable. And then I showed you in the end the more power of the extension method. So see you in our next video. Be ready for more enjoyment and for learning. Bye.